Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of March 26th through the 8th of April, 2024. I'm doing these readings bi-weekly, and I'm doing half the signs one week and half the signs another week, so I will alternate. If you are new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you here, and if you're returning, welcome back. If you do end up liking this video, please hit the thumbs up, leave a comment if you choose, and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when these readings come out. This is a reading for you if you are a Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, or have another significant Cancer placement in your chart. If you go to the description box below, I have links to my website, to my social media, and other things pertaining to my own services, so you may check that out if that interests you. The way I do these readings is I will do a full horoscope spread based on the houses of astrology, and excuse me, got this tickle that comes up all of a sudden. And I use the Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche deck, and I will clarify the reading with a tarot deck, and this week I am using the Tarot of the Spirit deck. Our oracle deck that we will use at the end to sort of sum everything up will be the Moonology cards, in honor really of the fact that we are having two eclipses. By the time you're watching this, the first lunar eclipse will probably already have taken place. And then a second one is going to be happening on the last day that this reading covers, which is the 8th of April. We're also moving into a Mercury retrograde period. So this is basically a time where truths may be revealed, but yet we still have this possibility of delays, miscommunications, things not necessarily being what they appear to be. So we have a lot of reevaluation to do, but action should not be taken until after the 24th of April, which will be after the Mercury retrograde is over. And the eclipses are going to affect people in different ways. I've been seeing the eclipses showing up for different signs, focused more in different areas. To see where the eclipse would affect your chart, a lot of it will have to do with your ascendant. So whatever your ascendant is, that will be the house where each eclipse in particular is going to affect you. So that would be a matter of consulting your own astrological chart. So, okay, enough with the coughing. So if you're not familiar with how I do these readings, you'll see very quickly how these go. Okay, so your first house, Cancer, is the house of Aries. This is Mars energy. This is you, your personality, how you present yourself to the world, how others see you. Okay, so the first card we have is the Crook and Flail. So this means you're definitely coming across confidently. You're coming across as an authority figure, somebody who has a good reputation, who knows what they're talking about, somebody who's in the right in a situation where perhaps there is an injustice. So this is a very good card. If for some reason this is not how you're feeling, then this would definitely be pointing you in the direction of having confidence in yourself, in your knowledge, and in your abilities. You have it with the Ten of Water. So this is a great card. This is the Ten of Cups card. So this definitely means you will be in a position of having your wishes and having community support. This is the culmination of the Suit of Cups. And as a Cancer, this is a great card for you because you are a water sign. And this is the Ten of Water. So I do feel like you will be at a point where you will be feeling very satisfied and very supported by people. And if you're not feeling that way, then this is suggesting to me that you most definitely are, whether it's apparent or not at this point in time. Second house is Taurus energy. This has to do with your finances, particularly. And our first card here is Air. Okay, so this could be news coming in about money or finances. It could indicate a situation that is shifting very quickly. So for some of you, maybe it's going to be a change in a job situation or news about something connected to your finances. It can indicate there is an element of swiftness to Air. So it's not quite like water. Water is a card where I would see money flowing in and then flowing out again. I feel that this more has to do with communications, or maybe there's money that's connected to something like writing or teaching or publishing or something like that, because Air definitely has to do with communication. So we're seeing this connected to that house. We have it with the Brother Fire card, which is the Knight of Wands. So this also indicates a certain amount of swiftness, something coming in very, very suddenly. And there is a lot of movement. So I don't know if money is being spent on a move or relocating for some people. But the Knight of Wands energy is definitely the sense of rushing in on something, whether this is somebody from the outside. Knights, like pages, do bring messages. So the fact that we have these two cards together does seem to me to indicate that something's going to be coming in, some kind of messages or news or opportunities coming in very quickly with regard to your money. So keep an eye out for that. Third house is Gemini energy. Jeez. It's literally every time, as soon as I get ready to go on camera, I'm totally fine. Then all of a sudden I have to clear my throat constantly. So apologies for that. Third house is Gemini energy. This is the house of Mercury. So yeah, this is the house where the retrograde is probably going to, it's going to affect the most in the most general sense. This has to do with communications, messages coming in, travel, quick travel, so short trips, not long ones. It has to do with self-employment, also can have to do with sibling relationships, so brothers and sisters. Okay, and we have Nepetus here. So Nepetus could indicate communications that you are waiting for that have not come in yet. It could indicate something that's kind of right around the corner when we have Nepetus, but it is not yet in sight. It can have to do with sisters as well. Nepetus is the card of sister energy. So for some of you, maybe there's something about a communication with a sister or family situation that is relevant here. Again, that's going to be specific, not for everybody, especially if you don't have a sister. But you have it with the Five of Earth. So Five of Earth may indicate, okay, so maybe this is a point where you're feeling financially like you don't have a lot of money right now. Or maybe you're concerned about finances or abundance or lack in some kind of a way. But the fact that we have Nepetus here seems to indicate that, yeah, there's something that you're waiting, news that you're waiting to have something come in. Or perhaps what it is you are waiting for financial success in a business or something like that. That could be connected to some kind of a business venture or side hustle or something like that. This is also possible where maybe right now you're not seeing the money, but the money is coming, but it just has not come yet, would be the message of this card. Fourth house, this is your own house, Cancer energy. And Cancer has to do with home, family, ancestry, your roots, sometimes with the mother. Often it can be either your physical home or your sense of being at home or feeling secure. So we have Ta here. Now, for some of you, this is about building something, okay? Now, if you work from home, this could be about building a business at home, okay? It could be something about that. You could be a busy beaver, so to speak, getting to work on something. Ta here can also mean literally physically working on a house. So you could be, I don't know, making repairs, repainting the house, putting an extension on, building something. That it could literally have to do with that as well. Doesn't have to mean that, but there is a very strong craftsman-like energy with this. So there's some of you may, now that spring is coming, maybe working on some house projects. We have it with the Eight of Wind, which is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords indicates feeling stuck or feeling limited. So this would be a situation where this is being mentally stuck. So this is where we're in a situation where we can't see a way out. If we're looking to move or relocate, maybe we're feeling stuck right now. If this has to do with a family situation, again, there's this idea that you're looking at something only one way, or assuming, well, this is the only way that this can turn out, or this is the only, this is a situation where I feel stuck and there isn't a way out of it. But Ta would imply a situation that is, again, being built. So this may be a case of, yeah, you may feel stuck in something. Maybe it does have to do with this over here. Maybe this is connected to a sister as well. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a sister who has a financial issue, or there's something about money or lack of money. That would be a very specific message for somebody. But still, there's this idea of building something up. So I feel like it's saying right now things may feel stuck, but just keep working, keep chipping away at something. It could also indicate that maybe you're feeling stuck with regard to house repairs and things that you need to do in connection with your house. But again, there's this sense, you've got two eights here. So I don't know. The eight energy here suggests to me that, something could be resolved in 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months. The 8th month, it could be resolved in August. I don't know. But we do have double eights here. And I'm just feeling, generally speaking, like the message here, in the most general sense, is whatever's going on in your home or family situation, You just need to keep persistently plugging away at something and not let yourself get overwhelmed or bogged down by mental distractions or by the feeling of hopelessness or a lack of control. I feel like it's a situation where slow and steady is going to win the race. Fifth house is Leo energy. This has to do with creativity, children, love affairs, sometimes recreation. Okay, so we have Isis with the Eight of Earth. Okay, yeah, once again, another 8 card. Now, this is a card definitely of working hard at something, okay? It definitely fits in with this Capricorn card next to it. So for some of you, this is a creative project. When I saw something about writing over here, maybe some of you are actually engaged in writing or a writing or communication project of some kind. Again, not necessarily, but whatever this is, there's definitely this sense of working hard at something, okay? Now, if this has to do with love affairs or children, this could have to do with somebody who you maybe are romantically interested in, if you are single and looking for love, or maybe just dating somebody or looking to date somebody. Maybe this is a person who is working hard right now, okay? This person might be very busy and working a lot. And with the Isis card with it, the Isis is a card here, I think, is a card of patience. So this could be, if this is a child, this could be taking the role of a supportive mother. If this is somebody who you have a romantic interest in, then Isis would be saying, yes, this person is working hard at what they're doing right now, and be patient with them. If it has to do with a creative project, again, there's this idea of slow and steady wins the race. I mean, it's a kind of repeated theme here so far. So just to keep working at something. And there's definitely the sense of patience needing to be required. And also, in this case, Isis might mean compassion, maybe compassion for yourself. If there's something you've been working hard at and you feel like you're not getting anywhere, then it may be saying, don't be hard on yourself, just keep plugging away. Okay, 6th house. This is Virgo energy. This is health, worry, and anxiety. It can also have to do with a job. So if you are working for somebody, as opposed to self-employment that we see over here, if you're working for somebody, this would be the house of employment. It can also have to do with pets if you happen to be a pet person. And we have Anubis here. So yeah, maybe this is dog energy for some of you. But Anubis generally indicates a situation in which you are protected, okay? And also a situation in which you may be negotiating something. You may have to try and kind of go with the flow on something, be as diplomatic as possible, be as friendly, maybe talking your way through a situation. Anubis definitely guides us through tricky situations. So whether this has to do with a health or a work situation or just something you're generally worried about. We do have it with the 2 of Wind. So this does indicate a period, again, of feeling stuck or being at an impasse, a place of indecision here. And there are decisions that may have to be made. But again, with this retrograde and eclipse energy, I feel like right now the decision might be stayed a little bit and you might just be finding yourself treading water a little bit. But Anubis does indicate a situation in which you are protected. It also indicates that you are not deceiving yourself about something. But there does seem to be action that's needs to be taken. You might be at kind of a truce or situation right now. And I don't know, maybe if you have had I seem to recall in your readings, Cancer, that there's been a bit of emotional and mental distress and turmoil. So you might actually just be at a sort of a protected and peaceful point right now. Things are not moving ahead. Eventually things are going to have to change. But for the moment, things might be at sort of a quiet point, the eye of the storm, so to speak. But there is definitely this sense of protection with whatever's going on. Okay, 7th house is Libra energy. And Libra is about partnerships, usually legalized partnerships, so marriages, business partnerships, contracts. It's different from the partnerships of the 5th house, which are more dating, love affairs, things like that, not things that are a legalized situation. So this would be marriages, domestic partnerships, things like that would be covered by the Libra house. Wow, and you have the Sun with Thoth. So yeah, this, okay, Thoth would imply, okay, if you're looking for love, or if you are somebody who's saying, I want to know about my chances of getting married or having a serious committed relationship, Thoth definitely indicates that destiny or karma is coming into play here. So this could be somebody, almost like, for lack of a better term, because I'm not necessarily a big believer in the idea of fate, so to speak, but this could be indicating a fated relationship, like somebody who you are, and by the way, a fated or karmic relationship does not necessarily mean that this person is a marriage person, just that there's some kind of relationship that you need to go through. But the fact that it's showing up in this house of commitment does seem to suggest to me that there may be a relationship of that sort around the corner. Maybe it is this person down here. Maybe this is this hardworking person over here. We do have it with the sun. So the sun definitely has positivity. Sometimes it can indicate children being involved in something, doesn't have to. But the sun generally brings positivity. It brings light to a situation. Might indicate a fire sign person, particularly Leo is associated with this card. It is also possible too with Thoth, as I'm looking at Crook and Flail across the way, that perhaps this could also sometimes be somebody who's either a healer or an academic or a teacher of some sort, may also be connected with this energy. So again, that's not, I'm just covering all the possible bases for these houses, but that might also apply for you as well. But it definitely feels like there's some sense of divine timing when it comes to a relationship. If we are talking about a business partnership and not a marriage, okay, then this could have to do with signing a contract or getting into a legal partnership. That is a very good thing. Although I would still advise not signing contracts till after April 24th, but perhaps there is going to be a very beneficial business partnership that will be starting up. Or if you are married already, this may have something to do with your spouse. Maybe your spouse is about to make a move that's going to be very positive, and that's going to bring positivity, joy, accomplishments, wishes granted to a particular situation. It feels like that time may be coming in for you, or in the context of a partner or your partnership. 8th house is Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is about transformations, okay? So this is a time of big transformation right now. It can also have to do with joint finances or other people's money. Okay, so we have Lotus right here. And so Lotus would indicate, again, this need to relax, to not worry. I have a feeling if you've been very, very stressed out lately, that this is saying there's a need to calm the mind, okay, to relax and to be, to be able to take some time to ground, breathe, center, stay where you are, and not allow yourself to be eaten up by anxiety. If you're overburdened, then you need to put some of your burden down. Now we have it with the 3 of Fire. So this definitely has this, this is called the Birth of Light card. So yeah, you are definitely at the beginning of manifesting your wishes. Okay, 3 of Fire is like the 3 of Wands. It's the ships that are coming in. It's what you're manifesting. What you've put out that's now coming back to you. And I think the message here is not to worry, in spite of, if you're feeling right now, like I'm seeing Nepothys here, maybe you're feeling like things are not moving and not changing. This is saying, look, I feel like things, you might be, like I saw over here in the 6th house, there might be this holding pattern for right now. Maybe it's just that you need a timeout and you need time to de-stress. But you are putting things out there, and beneficial results will come back to you. This can also indicate collaborations with others, but the 3 energy here, you're still at the very beginning of something, and this is saying that you don't need to worry. I feel like you're being put on the right track, and if things are slow right now, then they're meant to be. Okay, 9th house is Sagittarius energy. This can have to do with higher education, educational institutions, philosophy, religion, deep thought. It can have to do with publishing and writing. It can have to do with long journeys, so long distance travel, and also potentially legal matters. Okay, so we have Earth with the 2 of Water. Okay, so now Earth, okay, there's usually finances involved with Earth. So this could be something connected to higher education, or maybe some spiritual organization, or like I said, there's a lot of things. Somebody here is a writer, because there's a lot here about writing for somebody. This would indicate money's coming in, or money or something financial connected with that. It can also be finances connected with higher education. So either it's somebody paying for school, or maybe somebody who's paid by a school or by a religious organization for something. As far as travel goes, Earth is usually a card of staying put when it comes to long distance travel, but it also seems to be a situation that is growing slowly. So, it may be something that requires finances. Maybe if you want to travel, maybe you need the money to do so. Okay, that could be part of it. But we have it with this 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Water, or the 2 of Cups, is about a partnership. So this could be an educational partnership, or a partnership in some kind of spiritual venture. You could be taking a trip with somebody, or taking a long trip to meet a loved one. That is possible here. But there's definitely this idea of partnering with somebody, and finances are involved in some way. So however you're expanding your horizons here, whether it be through education, whether it be maybe money coming in through a legal matter from somebody, maybe from a partner of some sort. I mean, we have the sun over here, so I'm not really feeling like this is divorce, unless you've been in an unhappy marriage and it's like, yay, it's over. But I'm not really seeing that kind of energy here. This is more, I feel more like this is somebody who's going to travel for love, or for a loved one who might be far away, potentially. But if not, then this would definitely have to do with partnering with somebody. And this could be somebody who you have a romantic involvement with, or it could just be somebody who you have an emotional tie to of some kind. Okay, 10th house is Capricorn energy. Capricorn has to do with career, reputation, fame. Sometimes it has to do with the father. And okay, we have fire with the 7 of fire. Okay, so we got double fire here. 7 of fire means standing your ground in something with regard to your career or reputation. Fire indicates intensity, so maybe you're itching for a fight these days. But this also could just be burning up all the things around you that you don't need. Being inspired to solve a problem. If you feel like you have been criticized, or that you are at an impasse, or maybe having to defend something about your career or something that you're doing, or for some of you, maybe defending a father figure. I mean, again, I'm just covering all possibilities here. But this 7 of fire is, this is definitely the sense of being in a defensive posture, of knowing that you're right in a situation and standing your ground. Standing your ground, and also fire would indicate being, I don't want to say aggressive, but certainly being at least assertive in a situation and asserting your energy, your rightness, your authority. Remember, you've got the crook and flail in the first house here with the 10 of water. So whatever's going on, whatever you feel like you need to stand your ground in, whatever you think you need courage for, this is showing that you are somebody who is supported. So there's no need, as Cancer is a more emotional sign. So when you have a more emotional water sign, you feel people's feelings very, very deeply. And sometimes that makes us want to withdraw in the face of a challenge. But this is saying, no, don't withdraw. Summon whatever fire you have in your chart, and definitely stand your ground in some kind of a situation here. 11th house is Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is about friendships. It's about manifesting your goals, your destiny. It can be about your social networks, business networks. Okay, so here we have the Hanged Man with Set. Now with Set, I always draw a second card. You notice I have these flipped this time, so I didn't draw in advance. Okay, so we have it with the Sphinx card. So that can mean secret things going on with friends. Now, Hanged Man can indicate a stalemate or something not happening. Maybe there's something you're expecting from a business partnership or a friendship that's not happening. That there's been a delay or something is stuck. Sphinx right now, Sphinx could indicate secrecy, something that is going on behind the scenes, but it also might be a situation where it's not a good idea to press ahead right now, whether this has to do with a friendship or a business connection or something like that. If there's some kind of an issue, then right now, there's this energy of kind of remaining still. You've got card number 12 here, 1 + 2 is 3, and this is card 21, 2 + 1 is 3. So I don't know if the number 3 is going to be important here. Yeah, you do have a 3 of fire over here. So I don't know. I feel like there's something, the right kind of collaboration or connection will happen, or it could just be that there's some kind of collaboration or connection, something that is either problematic or that you're waiting on something for, and it's telling you that right now you do want to sit back and wait and observe and not do anything. This is specifically in the house of friendship, and it may have to do with your goals. The fact that I'm seeing stuff with your goals that is saying, I have Lotus, I have Anubis, I have the 2 of Wind or 2 of Swords. I feel like there's something here, and even the Earth card. There's something where you are, again, there's this slow and steady energy, 8 of Earth, Ta. Right now, there may be a reason, and again, this may have to do with Mercury retrograde. Maybe there's a misunderstanding in communication between people. Or maybe there's some kind of a connection going on that is just not happening yet, or it feels stuck, or like it's not happening. We have the stuck energy down here as well. And again, just keep plodding forward, and whatever that's going on here, whether it be with a friendship, a business association, or some aspect of your goal that you're trying to reach, wait it out for right now. For some reason, now is not the time for things to happen. So That doesn't mean not ever. It's just meaning right now there may be some delays and reasons why you want to stop, or maybe even think about something differently. Hanged Man can indicate it's the person stand upside down. It's the idea of kind of turning things on its head and thinking about something differently. It could mean in this case somebody who is a kind of there could be somebody who's a saboteur, or maybe somebody who doesn't have your best interests at heart. That is possible here as well. But either way, there's this sense of non-action, not doing anything about it right now, just kind of waiting and seeing what's going to happen after this eclipse period. Okay, 12th house. This is Pisces energy, so this is what you're afraid of. This is your fears. This is things that are in the imagination, things that you hide from other people. If the first house is what you show people, this is what you don't show people. But this is often what's unconscious. It could even be what you're unconsciously afraid of. You might not even be aware that you are. Now we have Ankh here. Okay, so Ankh in the 12th house. Now this is interesting because this is a really super transformative card. It's a life and death card. So I don't know if there are unconscious... See, Ankh in the upright is not a card of death. Ankh upright is a card of loving life, of loving what you do, of living life to the fullest, of being in love. The Ankh is connected to all of these things, connected to our passion. And we have it with the 9 of Earth, which is about financial security and and having that kind of stability and security and building that. So if the fact that it's showing up in the 12th house, this may be something that we're fearing that we're going to lose or that we're not going to get, okay? We may feel that we are not financially secure. We may not, or that we're not going to get the love we want or not live the life that we want. But this is showing up in the house of fear. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. Now, for some people, okay, the 12th house, there is an aspect of the 12th house that's not usually talked about in Western astrology. And that is the aspect of the 12th house as having to do with foreign travel or living abroad. Okay? And I know that sounds weird for the 12th house, but it's because it was assumed that if you were not living with your family, you were quote unquote in exile. So that was because this is considered to be a house of, I don't want to say all negatives, but it does have to do with things that are a little less concrete, and perhaps the area where we do have fears and doubts. So foreign travel, the idea is that you were away from your family. Okay? And for a lot of us, that's not a bad thing. But the fact that I'm seeing Earth over here and money and relationship here, and the fact that I'm seeing something about money and relationship here, does make me think that for some of you, this could be saying that your financial security and love are coming from going abroad. That's come into my head, so that may be true for some people, not necessarily for everybody. But just take that as it resonates. That's not going to be a message for everyone, but that is a possible interpretation. Okay, overall, we have the Buckle of Isis. Once again, chipping away, plodding ahead. All the efforts you're making right now, even if they feel like they're not going anywhere right now, are going to be rewarded. And we have it with Sister Fire, which is the Page of Wands. So yeah, this is definitely a time of planning. This is a time of fire. Start making those plans. Start looking at your career. Get into the planning stages. The things that you're trying to finish up right now, obligations you have, work on them. Work through them. Try to get as much done as try to finish up as many things as you can. Don't start any real new initiatives right now. This is more about finishing stuff. You can start to plan for things. There's nothing wrong about planning and planning very enthusiastically. And all work you're doing right now is going to be rewarded. But because of the retrogrades and because of the eclipses, we want to get through that period, see what kind of new information is coming in before we start moving ahead with our plans, okay? So again, anything you're finishing up right now, great. I've been saying this to everybody. I'm seeing some great stuff here with regard to relationship or with a partner. I am seeing that things might be kind of slowing down a little bit. Maybe you're kind of holding your ground. There definitely seems to be some kind of financial or relationship opportunity that's either abroad or having to do with education or writing for somebody here. And I think in general, it's saying the things that you are waiting on that have not come through yet. It's saying, well, be patient. It's just something that has not arrived yet. Number 7 does also seem to be important. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. You've got the 7 here. So that's 3 7s. You got the 7 of fire. And I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else. You've got 3 8s as well. 8 of Earth, 8 of Wind, and Ta, which is the card number 8. Oh, and a 4th 8 because you have Crook and Flail. So we've got 7s, 8s, and let me just see what else. 2 5s, and a couple of 3s as well. So yeah, I don't know, but it seems like 8 is your prominent number here, as the one you have the most of. So yeah, so whatever 8 might mean to you, and in the sense of tarot, it's where we're approaching the completion of something, but we're really not quite there yet. But we are a master of our subject, and we are kind of moving ahead. We just don't want to get ourselves mentally tied up. So let's pull a Moonology card for you, and let's see what messages we have for you for this period of time, March 26th through April the 8th, for Cancer. Okay, card that is flipped is the South Node card, and this says, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, so so this is definitely a time of clearing up karma. Some of this may be happening in connection to a relationship. There may be some enlightenment coming in there. Maybe there's some stuff going on with friends of your network that's problematic, but again, just wait and see. Stay the course in terms of your career and what you're doing, and anything not moving ahead right now, you just chip away at the projects that you need to get done, and other stuff will come about in the right time. So I think it's going to be something that's going to be happening probably post-retrograde, maybe more towards May. But for right now, yeah, you don't... Part of the lessons of retrograde gives us a time to reevaluate things, and right now this would be looking at things that past patterns and things. We have this 8 of Wind here. Don't let your ruminations and thoughts, or the idea of, oh, I can only do it this way, I can't do this, I can't do that. Don't let that kind of stuff hold you back. Okay, so I hope that is a helpful reading for you for this week, or these 2 weeks, Cancer. And again, if you do like this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment if you choose, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss these. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.